Hey guys, Ningen here bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we're going to be doing a showcase for the new Kid Trunks in the Saiyaman outfit, or as he's called, Trunks brackets Kid brackets Great Saiyaman. He is a new free-to-play unit that's become available today with this year's Halloween event, and he is a very, very good unit with a lot of potential for some of the harder events. So we are going to show him off on the Vegeta family team. I'm going to try and get as few orbs as possible with these guys. Couldn't avoid super attacks though, so I guess there we go. So we have got the best rotation set up next as well. So he is on the Vegeta family team because he is obviously Trunks, and so that's the best team to run him on. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta giving 170% to attack and defense with his leader skill. And then because he is a Saiyaman, essentially, with some of the links that he has, his best partner is going to be another Saiyaman unit, mainly because they share a link, Hero of Justice, which is 25% attack. Now, on the Vegeta family team, we of course have access to this man over here, the Saiyaman 3, which is grown-up Trunks from Dragon Ball Heroes. So, I guess let's not give him a super attack, and then we can give one to Trunks. So let's go over what he does and what makes him so good. So he is a youth category leader, free to play, 50% to stats and 3 key. Not bad for a free to play leader skill. And then his super attack raises defense and causes supreme damage to the enemy. So that is an infinite defense stack. So let's check out that super attack animation here. Up to 800,000 attack stats straight off the bat. That's definitely not too shabby. Obviously type disadvantage means that without a crit we're not going to do a lot. But then we're going to rattle off a bunch of additional attacks. And yeah, 66 damage from type disadvantage. So let's go over why we attacked so many times. So he gives himself attack and defense 70%. Then he gets an additional attack 7% up to 70% with each attack performed. And then he also gets 7% chance to crit up to 49% with each attack performed. So that's really good. He can get up to an extra 70% attack, 49% chance to crit. So you can definitely favour additionals with him in the hidden potential system. That is what I did. I'll show you the build very quickly. Even though he infinitely stacks defense, I still gave him level 3 dodge because, you know, why not? But I gave him 14 additional and 9 crit since we want to try and get those additionals. And they are more likely to trigger from attacks from units that have guaranteed attacks built in the hidden potential system. So that is of course the next and probably most important part of his passive in terms of his ability to stack up both his passive and his defense from his super attack. He gets an additional attack with 3 or more key spheres obtained, and another additional attack with 5 or more key spheres obtained. Now those will only be normal attacks. On the passive it will normally specify which can be super attacks, if it can be a super attack, and this does not, so they will be normals. So as long as you pick up 5 orbs, he gets a guaranteed 2 additional normal attacks, and then like I said, those are more likely to trigger an additional attack from the hidden potential system. And of course we have him at 14 in that stat. So this is his best rotation on the team. If we look at his attack stat here, it does drop a little bit if we don't put him in the middle, because he does share the link, the Innocence, with Bulla. And of course Bulla is a 40% support unit as well. So this is going to be his best rotation by far. He is of course more of a defensive unit, so we're not too worried about what his attack stat can get up to. But obviously, just so you are aware, this is his best attack stat. I would imagine probably on any team, because this is the highest leader skill. He has Hero of Justice active with the Saiyaman, he has Innocence active, he has Bulla's support buff. So I would imagine this is the highest he can get his attack to, unless his passive is fully maxed out. So 1.4 mil, that's not bad at all. But I guess technically he does need to attack 10 times in order for his passive to be fully maxed, which I don't believe we have done yet. So, but he's doing a very reasonable amount of damage, and then there's that additional super. So yeah, up to just shy of 1.5 mil. gets a million on a crit. So that's really not bad at all. And then obviously, as I said, he has potential to be very, very useful in harder events like the legendary Goku event, because he infinitely raises his defense. And of course, by the time you get to the end of the legendary Goku event, his passive is obviously going to be fully maxed out at that point. We'll go ahead and avoid super attacks here with... Well, I guess we can't avoid them with everyone, but we'll go ahead and avoid them with the 2 Super Saiyan 4 Vegetas, because they would probably deal quite a lot of damage to future Gohan here, even though he's very, very defensive. So as you can see, he's taking no damage from the normals, and we're going to go ahead and counter the super attacks. That's very good. So the only other thing to discuss about this Trunks, some of his other links are pretty bad, but a lot of them are just key links. So he has Royal Lineage, which obviously on this team he's going to share with a bunch of units for 1 key. He has Budding Warrior for 10% attack, but that's not a link that you really see on a lot of units. There's like a few there's like 1 Kid Trunks and 1 Kid Goten that are actually TURs that have them. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, both the kid and adult version have it. And then I guess there's a couple of the SSR Kid Trunks and Gotens that have it as well. But it is not a very common link, so you're not going to see that active very much. Then he has Money, 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 which is a 1 key link that you really never see. Courage is a 1 key link, which is not that common either. But then he does have Shattering the Limit for 2 key, which of course is one of the links that he shares with the Saiyaman 3. So let's go ahead and put him in the first slot. Let's see what have we built up his defense to. So it's already over 100,000. So I would imagine from these normal attacks from future Gohan, we should take double digits. We do have the Easy A physical Trunks as well for some support. So yeah, double digits. Which, to be fair, obviously units that infinitely stack their defense are really good in long events. But some of the free-to-play units that only have a very small stack are not going to be reaching their full potential on a Dokkan event, because they're obviously not as long. Now, we did skip super attacks with Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, which are not normally going to do, but we have gotten him to a point where at the last phase of a Dokkan event, we are taking double-digit damage. So that is very good. And then obviously, especially if you have dupes in him, Saiyaman 3 is a very good unit, but outside of this new Saiyaman, Trunks, he doesn't really have a great link partner on the Vegeta family team. He is very much designed for a time travelers team because of the way his passive works. So I tried to bring a couple of, I think, really, actually, to be fair, I think the only other time traveler on the team is the Easy A Rage Trunks. So obviously he's not getting his full potential here. Let's see. I think if we avoid super attacks with, yeah, there we go. Because yeah, we can avoid super attacks with everyone. So that should give us 1 more turn against future Gohan, as long as we don't get any additionals. We are going to counter a super though, which actually this could deal quite a bit of damage, especially if we get a crit. Oh, well. No crit. I guess this Gohan tanks normal attacks like they're nothing, so counters that don't crit are not going to do any damage. And 2 level 3 dodges in a row from the physical transforming Vegeta. That's not what you expect to see. But then Bulla with her 30% built-in dodge chance doesn't dodge, so good times. Right, so we need to make sure we get, yeah, there we go. As long as we get 5 orbs with the Trunks, that's what we're looking for. Because then we'll grab these, and then I will go ahead. I won't obviously use the active skill, because that will end things too early. But we'll go ahead and give the friend Vegeta a full 24 key super. So if either of the Saiyamen don't do it here, we should finish him off. But to be fair, Trunks up to 1.3, just shy with his attack stat, without a support unit on the rotation. And then he gets a crit with one of his additional normals and finishes the job. So there you go. I would say very impressive for a free-to-play unit. Now, obviously, on the Vegeta family team, he's not going to be as effective if you don't run him alongside the Saiyaman 3. But he can work alongside another Kid Trunks, because he does, of course, have a unique name. And they will probably share the Innocence, Royal Lineage, potentially Budding Warrior. Some of the other Kid Trunkses have Money, Money, Money as well. So he could fit in well, but that Hero of Justice link for 25% attack is obviously by far his most relevant link. So I think he works very well here with the Saiyaman 3. So let me know what you think down below in the comments of the Kid Saiyaman Trunks. Have you finished farming yours already? Have you tried him out? What do you think? I might try him on the Goku event. The only problem is the youth team is really bad. I've done the Vegeta family team already, so I guess what I could do is maybe try him out on the Vegeta family team, but skip the video most of the way to the end, because I don't think there's a lot of point in doing another like 45-minute video on the Goku event just to show off this Trunks, because I think we kind of know at this point that units that infinitely stack defense, by the time we get to Master Duai Goku at the end, this Kid Trunks is going to be taking no damage whatsoever. So very, very impressive for a free-to-play unit. They're adding a lot of new free-to-play units that infinitely stack their stats, which is really cool. Not just for the Goku event, but you've got to imagine that sometime soon, because it's been out for a while on JP, that they'll drop another legendary event. So whether that will be Vegeta, or whether they'll go on to a bad guy and do Frieza next, that'll be very interesting to see. So anyway, like I was saying, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Check out my Twitch channel and my Discord. Those links are in the description, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.